Welcome to Divine Love Tarot. I want to thank you and welcome you to my channel, whether it's your first time here or your return viewer or subscriber. I hope that this message resonates and helps you in some way. If you find that it doesn't, just keep in mind that this is a general reading and they do not resonate for everyone. And you may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, or even your Venus sign, because sometimes those are more prominent in your chart. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Aquarius, let's go ahead and get into your December love reading, okay? So this is going to be the longer version of this reading. I did two for this month. So I did a short love, past, present, future, and then this one that I usually do every month, okay? So the first card is going to represent your current energy. All right, what's the current energy of the situation? And you've got the Ace of Swords, okay? Next card is going to represent what's crossing that energy. And we've got the Four of Wands in the reverse. Next card represents past energy, what you're coming out of. We've got the Five of Swords. Next card represents the future energy, what you're moving towards, what you're moving into. We've got the Queen of Wands. Next card represents what you want. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And the next card represents internal factors. Okay, move this deck out of the way. What's driving you or motivating you? We've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Next card represents the advice card for this reading. We've got the Emperor in reverse. Next card represents external factors. We've got the Two of Swords in the reverse. Next card represents the hopes or fears for this reading. And we've got the Hanged Man. Okay, and the next card represents the outcome. And we've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so starting with the current energy with this Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords represents clarity, okay? It represents clarity. It represents communication. So for some, there would be a communication or a clearing up of any misunderstandings, okay? For those of you, some of you, this can represent a new start or a fresh start, okay? Aces represents new beginnings. So this could be a new beginning as far as the direction that a relationship is going on, or it could be a new relationship altogether, okay? But aces, like I said, it represents the Ace of Swords, I should say, represents clarity, okay? So if there was a situation where I see with this past energy, you're coming out of a time of a lot of conflicts and possible mind games. So here is the Ace of Swords to kind of like cut through all that confusion, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify. Oops. Clarify this ace. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So definitely things are more clear to you, but also there's the potential for things to be more grounded, okay? So if you are in a relationship, then I feel like you guys are going to clear the air. You're going to, you know, communication is going to get back on track. And also going forward, you guys are going to, you know, move in a way that is more productive and stable, okay? The relationship is going to stabilize, basically. Ace of Pentacles also can indicate for some of you this is a new relationship, and not only are you moving into a new relationship with clarity, but this relationship also is very physical, okay, very physically satisfying, and it has the potential to develop and grow. Now, what's crossing this energy is this Four of Wands, okay? So in the reverse, this Four of Wands can indicate that either, you know, you're not ready for commitment, or this particular person may not be ready for commitment. But also with the Four of Wands in reverse, it can also indicate maybe that, you know, family and friends don't necessarily approve. Okay, so either on one side or the other. So it could be a situation where you're dating someone and you're really into this person, but maybe their family, excuse me, Okay, I think it's coming back. Is there one more? No. The family doesn't approve, or your family may not approve of this person. So let's go ahead and clarify that card. And we get the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles could be someone who's clinging to their independence. All right. So even though you guys, you know, have the ability to have something that's stable and secure. And, you know, the stability of a relationship has nothing to do with whether you actually put a ring on or, you know, walk down the aisle. I know plenty of couples who've been together for a long time and are very secure in their relationship, and they don't have a title, they don't have a ring, they don't have a marriage certificate. So it's not impossible. But if one of you wants that, then the Four of Wands is going to be a challenge. You know, the challenge to get over this, either this fear of commitment or not wanting to commit. All right, guys, hold on. Okay, so focusing on this this Four of Pentacles here, then we have someone who is clinging onto something. And whether, like I said, that's clinging onto the independence, clinging onto your commitment issues, but it's some type of fear. Either their fear of losing you, or fear, you know, or your fear of losing them, or just being slightly insecure, possibly even controlling in the situation. But because it's clarifying the Four of Wands in the reverse, I feel like this Four of Pentacles is more about having an issue with commitment. Coming out of the past, you're coming out of a mindset of games, playing mind games. Oh, my Lord. Let me take a deep breath and pray that I am able to speak for the rest of this video, because my goodness. Okay, so with the Five of Swords, there could be mind games, conflicts, you know, manipulative behavior. It could be just a situation where you were opposites, okay? One person is clinging to their freedom. So we do have that theme here, okay? So if that's you, Aquarius, then that's your energy of not wanting to quite let go of your freedom, even though you do want to be in a relationship, or you do want something that's more stable, okay? Clarifying this Five of Swords, and we get the Page of Swords, okay? So definitely a situation where there may have been some mind games, okay? With this Page of Swords here, we have a situation where, you know, there could have been secrets, okay? Somebody could have been very defensive, a lot of like bickering and fighting. You also have one person who, you know, might like kind of be distrustful or like interrogative, you know, so they question you on everything. It's like, why did you do this? Why did you go here? Why did you smile at that person? So that's that Page of Swords. So that Page of Swords clarifying the Five of Swords just lets me know that there was a situation where there was some type of manipulation or mind games, okay? Moving into the future energy, we have the Queen of Wands. So this is moving into a more positive, passionate phase if this is a relationship, okay? The Queen of Swords represented as a person is someone who is cheerful, someone who's very confident, someone who's passionate. It could be an Aries. It could be a Pisces, an Aries, or another fire sign, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify that. And we get the Four of Cups in the reverse. So it's about not taking that situation for granted anymore, okay? So with this Four of Cups in the reverse, it's recognizing what you have, okay? Getting out of the rut, getting out of any stagnant energy. So you guys are moving, you know, from this mind game, suspicious type of energy into something where you're more appreciative of what you have. Still, you know, one of you has to kind of fight off that energy, fight off that whole fearing of commitment or, you know, commitment issue type energy. But going forward, it seems like you are definitely going to appreciate this person more, or they're going to appreciate you more, or the both of you are just going to, you know, be more appreciative of the relationship that you have. What you want, Aquarius, we've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Some of you may want a Sagittarius, but again, that Wheel of Fortune is telling me that you may not be ready to just hang it up yet. You may not be ready to settle all the way down, okay? Clarify that. We've got the Magician in reverse, so there's still some game playing. Either you want someone who's still playing games and not ready to settle down, or this is you, Sagittarius. You want to still be able to play around. I don't really see you wanting to manipulate people. I just look at this Magician in the reverse, you know, someone who's super duper charming. Yes, he can be manipulative, but again, you may manipulate this situation in order to keep this person, despite the fact that you're not quite ready to settle down or commit the way that they would like you to. What's motivating you, what's driving you, this Page of Pentacles. So I feel like this Page of Pentacles in the reverse is that type of energy. You get bored in long-term situations. You know, you're slow to commit. Okay, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, though, it is about, you know, kind of getting stuck in the routine. It's almost like a lack of motivation, okay? It's a relationship that just seems to last forever, but not really ever develop into anything, all right? So I don't know if that may have been a past pattern for you, Aquarius, or if that's how you're viewing your current situation. But we clarify that we got the Nine of Pentacles. So I just see it here as someone who's very independent, okay, very self-sufficient, and someone who may even just, you know, enjoy or prefer to be single. All right, but you've met someone who's kind of inspiring you to, you know, engage in something that may have a future, that may have potential, but you're just not there yet. You're not ready to, you know, give away the farm yet, all right? The advice for this reading is the Emperor in reverse, so I feel like this is about not being so controlling, Aquarius, okay? Don't be so controlling. Try not to be, you know, manipulative or manipulate the situation to get what you want. Try to be a little bit less logical. This is love, you know, and you can't always just use your brain. You do have to use your heart, engage your emotions. So I feel like with the Emperor in reverse, it's just kind of telling you to soften up a bit, let your guard down, stop, you know, trying to have it all together. You can't always have it all the way together in a love relationship. Okay, moving on to external factors, we've got the Two of Swords in the reverse. So you may be dealing with someone who, you know, is letting go, is coming to some type of, you know, compromise with you, someone who's, you know, seeing things for what they are. They're going to make a decision. You know, when the Two of Swords is in the upright, this person has closed off their heart and their, you know, their thoughts to the situation. So now it seems like they're more open to the situation. They're more open to you, even though they may be fighting it. So maybe a situation where both of you are kind of afraid to, you know, be vulnerable, but you really need to be vulnerable in order for the other person to trust your sincerity. All right, let's clarify that outside influence. Yeah, we've got the Seven of Wands. So this person is a little bit defensive, okay? Or they've been a little bit defensive. And now I think they're going to be less defensive and more open towards you, Aquarius, okay? Or someone is seeing you. Someone on the outside is seeing you as being less defensive now. Moving on to your hopes or your fears, we've got the Hanged Man, which... you know, it could, to me, it could go either way. We'll see with the clarifying card, because the Hangman, yes, it does represent a crossroads. It represents someone who is at a point where they know they need to make some sort of decision, but it also can represent someone who's very loving, someone who's very romantic, someone who's very innocent when it comes to romance, okay? So maybe that's what you want. You want someone who has those qualities, and that is what you want, because we clarify it and we get the Empress, okay? So you want someone who is very loving, very nurturing, you know, someone who you can also trust, though. It's not just about someone who's being loving and nurturing. You can trust the Empress, okay? The Empress represents unconditional love also. All right, so moving on to the outcome of this reading. And we've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is about feeling a little bit more secure in a situation, not feeling quite so left out or, you know, shut off by, either love or this particular person. All right, we clarify that, and we get the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So as much as with this Five of Pentacles, things are starting to, you know, move in a better direction for you. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse represents that there's still something that you're struggling with, maybe unable to accept a particular situation. It's that other things have your attention right now. You know what I'm saying? So you may be, you know, there may be something else still that, you know, you're quite not ready to give this relationship everything. Or like I said, you know, as much as you're trying to connect and trying to open up and trying to move towards a more stable and secure situation, there's still that part of you that's just not quite ready to let it all go and abandon yourself to, you know, to the romance or to love or whatever the case may be. So it seems like you're like kind of like on the fence, Aquarius, whether this is a relationship situation where you guys are coming out of, you know, some rough patches, some negative energy, and, you know, this person is trying to convince you like, no, I'm ready to move things in a new situation, or, you know, vice versa, however it goes. But I feel like you both want to move things in a certain direction. There's that fear, though, is just still lingering. That fear of being hurt, that fear of being, you know, let down or disappointed or even rejected. So once again, it's like you're both going to have to try to be vulnerable. Or Aquarius, you know, if this is you, whether you're single in a relationship, I feel like in order to really attract somebody that you can trust, or attract somebody that, yeah, I feel like it is about trust, and somebody who's ready to settle down, you're going to have to show a little bit more of your vulnerability. All right, guys, so that has been the love reading for this month. Aquarius, this went kind of fast. Well, okay, I'm looking at the time, and I remember there's 2 parts to this video, so it's not that fast. All right, guys, so happy holidays. You know, enjoy the rest of your December. Be safe, whatever it is that you decide to do. Happy New Year's, guys. If you would like a more personalized reading, you can contact me at divinelovetarot@gmail.com. Also, my information is in the description bar below this reading, below this video. And I will see you guys at the next reading. Bye, Aquarius.